$10. And I'm just like, that's a lot of money to make in one day. Oh yeah, no. It's a lottery. All I have to do is cut the fabric a little bit shorter, but that was a lot of effort. Terms are $10. Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. You know what today is. Today is another market day. For the summer, I think I said it in the last video before this one, I think I said we have markets almost every single Saturday this summer. So we're at the same place, but it's like a different vibe because we're doing a different like themes each week that we're here. And right now, guys, we're setting up, but look what's in front of us. They're gonna have a petting zoo, and I think we're gonna be right next to it. That's either gonna be a good or bad thing. Either people are gonna come closer to us, or it's gonna stink. So, we'll see. So it's currently 9:42, the market starts at 10, it's 10 to 2 like every time that we're here. I'm done setting up, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. It looks pretty similar to last week, and it's probably gonna have the same setup each week. But I did make a new item, so I can show you that too. These are the new items that I made. They're just bow charms. I don't make this stuff anymore, like this. I don't make these anymore. I'm just trying to get rid of them. So that's what it looks like, and we'll just see how it goes today. Again, I'm right next to the petting zoo, so let me show you what that looks like. They've already used the bathroom, so hopefully it doesn't get too funky over here. Fortunately, they're playing music today, so I don't know how much I'll actually be able to film. I really need to get one of those microphones so you won't be able to hear the music, so I can continue to film. But right now, it's not playing, but it was just a second ago. I'll try to film as much as I can. Block them out. I think that there's going to be a little pause between the songs. Just like very little, so I can update you within, like, between the songs. It's currently 10:20, so the market has officially started, and so far, no sales, but it's okay. It just started. I'll catch up with you later. So I just made a sell. Unfortunately, you can't really watch me do like any talking because the music is pretty much going while I could be talking, but I made a sell. I sold a large makeup bag and a bow charm, so one of those things that I just made this week. So I'm glad that that's already liked. It is currently 10:27, so that's pretty good. The charms are $10. You'll have to put it in that card? Yes. It's $10.60. Here, let me try this. Okay, try this. Would you like a receipt? You need a bag? Thank you. You too. So the music's playing, hopefully you can't hear it. I'm hoping that it's muffled enough where you can't hear it. But YouTube is really good at detecting the music, you know? We'll see if we can leave this clip in. If you're watching it, it's good. Hello. They're changing from over the speaker music to live music. So I think that would be a little bit better. So they're warming up right now, testing the sound. I made a few more sales since the last time I updated you. I don't even know when it was. But somebody left their phone at my table. I'm hoping that they come back because I don't know who left it. But I'm just holding on to it. Hopefully they come back. This is a weird angle and I'm really close to the camera, but I just wanted to update you really quickly. It's almost 11, so we're still in the first hour. But that person came back for their phone, so that's good. And the person that was doing the live music seems to have left. Wait. Yeah, they left, so I don't know what's happening with the music. Sorry for the lighting and the angle and my hair. Oh my gosh. There's like a few people here. It's kind of slow at my booth right now, but that's okay. It will pick up in the name of Jesus. Did another sale, and my husband and daughter are just doing their own thing. I'm just up here manning the station by myself. It's okay. Currently 12:03. It's pretty slow over here. Like there's still people here, but not really at the booths. And I don't know what happened to the live music. He came, he left, he came, and I guess he left again. So I don't know what's happening with that. Yeah, that's that's pretty much it. My daughter made a unicorn out of a pool noodle. That happened. That's about it. I guess I'll show you later. Again. You also do markets and you don't want to cut into your profit but you're hungry, obviously bring snacks. I like these too. This is actually my first time bringing these, but these are so good and they're small and they fit in my cooler. So you want to see my cooler? I'll show you my cooler. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. So if you don't want to cut into your profits, bring some snacks with you. But sometimes we might, because I want to try the food vendors too. But not today, not today. It's so slow right now. Hopefully it picks up. And it's kind of humid. It's supposed to storm. I don't know if it will or not. We'll see what happens. I've been over here pretty much all day by myself, which is fine because we have to have our daughter with us just because it's like I said, almost every single weekend this summer. So we're just bringing our daughter with us anyway instead of asking our parents to watch her. So they're just out there enjoying themselves. I'm just standing on my feet. I could sit down, but I don't know. I'm just standing and you know, eating my tuna. The music's not playing right now, so that's nice. There's this person that has a little spinny thingy on their table and I want to go spin it. I want to win something. But I don't know exactly what you're spinning for, but I want to spin it. Can you hear me? Do you hear the rain? It's raining so much, guys. We're under a pavilion though. There's a lot of rain. It's raining so much. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear that loud rain? It's so loud. You want to see it? You can't see it, but it's there. I've only had one other market where it rained and I was not prepared and a lot of stuff got ruined. But luckily we're under a pavilion today, so it's okay. It's just loud. And the wind's kind of blowing some of it in this way, but other than that, it's okay. I think it's safe to say nobody else is going to come right now, though. It's even almost over anyway, so I guess it's okay. But the people that are here are crap, at least. And we are back from the market, and as you can tell, I'm already in my pajamas. It is time to rest. I think my face has some red spots. Ignore that. I don't know. Sometimes my skin just likes to do whatever it wants. Anyway, it was still a good market because I still made profit. I still made my booth feedback, which was only $10. If you watched my last video, I talked about how the markets that I'm doing for the entirety of the summer are just $10 each Saturday that I do it. And it was a $100 deposit, but it's refundable if you go to every Saturday that you committed to. So it's only $10 for the booth space each Saturday, so it was only $10. So I made that back, and that's good. That's the best thing ever, obviously, is to make your booth fee back. And I did also make some profit. However, the profit just needs to be higher, and I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that because I want so much money. Obviously that'd be nice, but I'm saying that because, like, is it really worth it to have that amount of profit? And it was like a 6-hour day. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy doing markets. I'm not like upset about it, but I want it to turn to where I'm making like a lot of profit, because I watch other small business videos and some people that do markets are like their goals, they're like, my goal for today is $500, and I'm just like, that's a lot of money to make in one day. That's a good goal. And they're not just saying that just to say it like a random number. They're saying that because they know they can make that. That's so crazy. So I want that. When that happens for me, that would be awesome. That's what I want, is to make a $500 day. That would be pretty good. Let me just really quickly interrupt that little thought that I was having. I was watching the video back and I just wanted to add in something. Also, I watch Emily Page Co. sometimes. If you know her, you should go look her up. She does marketing events mainly. She hasn't posted in a while. Emily, come on. I know you're probably busy, but I like your videos. Anyways, but she said in one of her videos, she didn't just say I want to make $500. She said I want to make 500 sales. Okay, 500 sales is way more than $500, and that should be my goal. I should say how many sales I want to make, because that is so much more than $500. And guess what? She makes it back. She makes it back no problem, and I want to be at that level. Okay, let's continue to whatever else I was saying. But anyway, so I did make profit. That I don't know if I updated y'all on this or not, but that live performer finally came back and started to sing. That was just so iffy. He was like, there, then not there, then there, then not there. Anyway, and I just really hope I can use all these clips that I recorded because the music was going on the entire time. Which I'm assuming will be the case for each Saturday, so that makes it difficult to film these videos for you all. Hopefully you like these videos anyway. If you've watched any of my recent other market vlogs, I talk about how I usually unintentionally stay up until 4 in the morning to get some stuff done, but last vlog I didn't do that, and I didn't do it this one either. But however, I still feel like I'm more tired, not like necessarily sleepy, but just like I'm done. I'm ready to not do anything than I would be if I did stay up until 4 in the morning. I don't know, it makes no sense because I didn't do that. I stayed up until 1 in the morning. We can still try to get better where we're going to bed even sooner than that, but 1's better than 4, so we're still doing good. I showed you some of those new products that I made, those bow charms, and I sold 2 or 3 of them, so people liked them, so that's exciting. For my next market, which I think is in 2 weeks because I'm not doing next Saturday's market, I am going to try to make some new products again, just like new keychain wristlets. I already have wristlets in my shop, but I'm going to do some new designs and some new wristlets in general. I got some new hardware for my wristlets. They're a little shorter than an inch, because if you know anything about keychain wristlet top thingies, they're usually an inch. These are a little bit shorter for whatever reason, so I'm considering if I should return it or keep them because I love the color. It's like a rose gold. I like that type of gold a little bit more than like a yellow gold, so I'm like, I want to keep them, but if I can't make it work, which all I have to do is cut the fabric a little bit shorter, but that's a little effort because I already know the measurements that I need to make it an inch long. But anyways, whatever, we'll figure that out. So I'm gonna have some new keychain wallets, some new keychains, some new makeup bags, and I want to add other things into my store, but I don't know that I have the money for it right now. And also I don't want to keep spending money every single time that I get money because that's not a good strategy, obviously. However, I do always put it back into the business. I literally put every single, I'm not gonna say every single, because my business has been good to us, where when we, like in our personal funds, needed some money, I was able to get some of my business money and pay us so we could use that. But other than that, like maybe 1 or 2 times, I have not paid myself yet, and that's not good. What's the point of having business if you're not gonna be able to help others, most importantly, but also pay yourself? You know what I'm saying? I need to pay myself. So I need to figure out how to get money, keep money, save money, pay myself, and be able to put money back into the business where I can get new products and stuff like that. I'm wanting to do maybe some more apparel. Apparel doesn't usually sell that well for me for some reason in my business. Sometimes it does sell, but not as quickly as I would like it to, because I guess I have sold almost everything that I've made that's apparel. Yeah, but some of it I had to do it on discount. But I want to do embroidery. I really want to try embroidery, but I don't have an embroidery machine, so that's gonna have to wait. And I might add glasses to my shop. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna add it to my shop, but I'm thinking about adding it to my markets and the vendor space that I have in the mall, because I think people may like those. I don't really know. I have to test that out too. And then, I don't know. I have a lot to think about and what other products I would like to introduce to my shop, because my business is a handmade business and I like that it is handmade. I want to try my best to do as much handmade as I can, unless my body just is tired of that, and then I can start like manufacturing and stuff like that, which I have no problems against that. That's pretty cool that you can make things come to life even, you know, that way. And I do have some manufactured books, I don't know, somebody else made books for my business now, so that's not all the way handmade. I made the design and whatever, but you know how it is if you know how it is. If you don't know how it is, it's okay. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something about being a handmade business, and like I want to add more stuff to my business, but it is almost entirely handmade. So whatever I decide to add to my business, I really have to think about it, because it's like, do I want to continue to make this over and over again, or if like a lot of people want it, will I be able to produce it that quickly or often? So those are things you do have to consider when you're doing handmade, because it's not like I can just order these products. I have to literally sit down and make them, and these things take forever. They take forever, let me tell you. Because just doing the makeup bags and the keychain wallets, oh my gosh, you have to cut the fabric, then you have to quilt the fabric, and then you have to cut off the quilting that's extra, then you have to put it on the zipper. It is so much work. It's like you think you're almost done, and then there's another step. It literally takes forever. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So like if a lot of people want it at one time, that's gonna be a lot of work. So I really have to consider what I'm willing to do to like make, I don't know, I have to consider how much I'm willing to make things quickly and often. I don't really know how to word what I was trying to say properly, but anyway, I am still super excited to see what else Transformatoria has, and I really want it to grow, obviously, but I want to be able to handle the growth, which I'm always talking about with God. It's like, Lord, let it grow, but help me be able to handle and manage the growth. And then for a handmade business, you also have to consider if you want to do everything made to order or have stuff in stock. But the thing is, like anything else, but the difference is the time that goes behind it. But if you don't know how well something's gonna sell and you've already made it, that sucks, because so much work goes into that. Or if you don't have enough of the material and a lot of people are buying it because you didn't want to waste money, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm trying to change it from made to order to stuff in stock. I don't know if I'm gonna make everything and just keep it there, or just at least have the fabric ready, where it's like I know that I can cut at least 5 of these makeup bags. I have enough fabric for 5 or something like that, you know. Surprisingly, no Blind Dates with Jesus sold today, because I think I might have said this in my last vlog. If I didn't, you know now. Blind Dates with Jesus are my best seller, which I enjoy so much because of what it offers. Obviously, if it's drawing people closer to God, then it's doing what it needs to be doing. However, I mean, I'm not complaining. Again, I'm not complaining. I really appreciate that people like these so much and that they keep buying them. Literally, when I say it's my best seller, I mean I have to keep buying them because people are buying them, which is good. But it's also kind of like a little sad because it's not something that I make with my hands. It's something that I curate. So it's like I want you all to enjoy what I'm also making. Like literally I'm making by myself as much as you're enjoying these Blind Dates with Jesus. So I hope that something else that I make can become a bestseller, is what I'm getting at. But also, because people enjoy the Blind Dates with Jesus so much, I have to keep restocking them, and it just costs a lot of money for all of the materials that I need to make those. So I'm not really able to spend that money towards something else. So I really have to, like I said, I really have to consider what all I want to introduce to my shop, because, or to my business, because I need to figure out where to spend this money and where to keep this money and all that jazz. But that's another topic, that's another time for another day. I hope that I was able to include enough clips without, you know, copyright. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, but I hope I was able to include enough clips without being copyrighted. And it wasn't much to show today. It was a slow day and there was a lot of music throughout the day, but nevertheless, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy it, so you can continue to watch my other videos. I do market vlogs mainly, but I can do studio vlogs too. I do have some of those sprinkled in there, and I was considering making a video about how to do markets if you're interested in that. And if you're interested in anything else, feel free to ask me. I have had people ask me some business stuff before, and it's pretty cool. And if you want my advice, I have no problem in giving it to you. So if you are interested in anything, if you want to know anything, just comment down below and I will try to get back to that. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.